Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to Korean Atlanta Mentorship. Here with another video. So someone asked me to react to Trump announcing the 50-year mortgage. So there's several videos on this. I want to watch a video that's relatively short, and then we could react and talk about it. So let's go ahead. This one's only 1 minute and 35 seconds. Let's go ahead and react and watch it.
This morning, new backlash as the Trump administration moves forward with a plan to introduce 50-year mortgages.
Hold on, let me stop this. Is this AI? I can't even tell if the news is just being lazy and not using stock footage anymore, or just using now like generating AI clips. Mortgage, like what kind of form is that? Anyways, let's keep watching.
Looks to be like the president's looking for a quick fix to a market that is fundamentally broken right now.
Over the weekend, Trump sharing this image comparing the proposal to the 30-year mortgage policies championed by FDR nearly a century ago.
Oh man, that's funny. I don't even have words to describe that, you know? They say that FDR was the worst president ever. I don't know, that's just what they say, but just keep watching.
The move could potentially kickstart the now stagnant real estate market. Homes are currently seeing the lowest turnover rate in 30 years, and the median age of first-time home buyers just hit an all-time high of 40 years.
So if you're 40 years old and you get a 50-year mortgage and you actually live in that house for 50 years, you'll be 90. OMG. I mean, if you do a 30, you'll be 70, right?
Old.
It's really difficult to see right now for younger borrowers how they are going to be able to afford a home.
A longer fixed-rate mortgage would lower monthly payments, but would also create a higher total cost because of all that interest over 5 decades. Take a $400,000 loan at 6% interest. Under a 30-year mortgage, the monthly payment would be just shy of $2,400. Under a 50-year loan, it drops to just over $2,100, a savings of nearly $300 a month. But over time, that savings is erased by a much larger interest bill, because while the total interest on a 30-year loan would be about $463,000, the interest on a 50-year loan would total.
Looks like someone's done their homework. I like it. I like it. They know their stuff, right? They understand the difference between the monthly payment and the interest that you pay. So hey, if you want to pay double the interest of a 30, go for the 50.
More than $860,000. Many, including longtime allies of President Trump, are not on board with the idea. Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene saying, quote, "It will ultimately reward the banks, mortgage lenders, and home builders, while people pay far more in interest over time and die before they ever pay off their home, in debt forever, in debt for life."
I agree with this. I totally agree with this. Like, this is only going to benefit banks, right? Because you're just paying interest forever, essentially, and then you're making them richer. Like, what do you think a bank wants? Like, oh, 400,000 payments or 800,000 with the same customer? I'd take the 800, right?
And the White House has not yet explained how it would get around the Dodd-Frank Act, which effectively bans mortgages longer than 30 years.
This morning.
Yeah, so that means that they'd probably have to create a law or something or modification to that. I don't know anything about the Dodd-Frank Act. A little bit too complicated, a little bit over my pay grade, but let's see what the comments say. Imagine being enslaved to a bank for 50 years. Is the American dream killing you yet? This is how you bankrupt a casino, folks. This is the dumbest S I've ever heard. Even a 30-year mortgage is stupid as hell. When MTG is the voice of reason for the Republican Party, you know things are broken. Government endorsed financial enslavement. All right, well, I mean, you know, I don't really have that much to add. I actually think this slide itself is pretty much the meat and bones of what you need to know, right? Or actually right here. So if you don't know how a 30-year mortgage works, right, I'm just going to give you the breakdown. 6% interest on a $400,000 loan means that's 112% total interest on the loan. So let me just kind of show you right here, 30 years, 6%. And then you see that loan amount is 400, loan interest is 463 grand, right? You see how that works? Whereas if you, you know, increase the term, what happens is that the monthly payment goes down, but the amount of interest you pay goes up, right? So you see that, hey, 2,105.62 cents, right? And then this is now 800,000. So when it was 30 years, it's about a couple $100 less, and then $4,603 or whatever, this amount of interest, right? So That's pretty much what this is saying, and I don't agree with this. I feel like this is, you got to pay off your debt early. That's like the smart financial move, and if this 50-year mortgage thing takes off, maybe I got to start my own mortgage company and just kind of push these products and like just say, hey, you got to get the 50-year mortgage, and then emphasize what is this, $300 left, or not left, less. It's less than $300 a month. So take the 50-year, right? And then I don't show them this, or it's in that TIP, or what's it called, Truth and Disclosure Statement, right? And then you show them the TIP, total interest paid, but then nobody really looks at what they're signing, so it doesn't matter anyways. All right. Okay, well, that was interesting. I wonder. I think this is actually going to happen, but we'll see. If it does happen, I think people will actually hop onto it, and then it's not going to make homes more affordable. It's actually going to make them less affordable. But people don't care as long as that monthly payment meets their budget. Okay. All right. Have a great day, everybody. I'll see you on the next video.